Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And I am Amir Irfan bin Muhammad Shahrum, and I will be presenting about application of alkaline sulfite pulping on corn stalk. So as for the introduction, corn stalk, maize or corn, is one of the most important cereal crops in the world. Each part of the corn is utilized to produce a variety of food and non-food products. About 750 million bone-dry metric tons corn stalk residue is available as a waste. The numerous byproducts that corn yields are lignocellulosic materials that are high in natural fibers. Since corn stalk share a comparable composition with hardwood and have pith, they may be used as a possible filler in the creation of wood plastic composites. Corn stalk are a cheap and annually renewable resource suitable for producing natural cellulose fiber. Sulfite pulping. In sulfite pulping process, the raw material is cooked with sulfite as a cooking liquid, and most of the lignin in the raw material is dissolved. Along with the separation of fibers, alkaline sulfite pulping method involves cooking raw materials in cooking liquid consisting of NaOH and Na2SO3 at pH 10 to 13.5. One of the advantages of alkaline sulfite process is that the gas produced is odorless. As for the usage of corn stalk can be used as fuel, where people use it for burning, heating, generating electricity, making biogas, and making solid molding fuels. Corn stalk is also used as industrial raw materials as it contains high cellulose content and good biodegradability, which make it good industrial raw material. Corn stalk can be used to replace wood to make pure pulp for paper making, degradable packaging, and other products. It can also be used to make agricultural materials such as mulch. Experimental. The material is collected from Agricultural and Natural Resource College Experimental Station, Islamic Azad University, Karaj branch. Samples were cleaned, leaves and debris were separated, and then stalk were de-pith manually by hand. The pith material was chopped into 2 to 4 cm length chips. Chips were dried at ambient temperature, and after reaching equilibrium moisture, chips were stored in plastic bag until use. Fiber dimension and chemical analysis. Small pieces of stalk were defibrated using a technique developed by Franklin, and then the dimension of 100 fibers were measured using projection microscope, and the average of measurement was calculated. Relevant Tapi test method were used for chemical analysis as follow: ash T211 ohm 93, extractive soluble in alcohol acetone T207 ohm 97, extractive free powder T264 ohm 97, cellulose T226 264 ohm 88, lignin 222 ohm 97, and 1% NaOH solubility T212 ohm 98. As for the pulping process, firstly, 5 levels of active alkali 10, 12, 14, 16 and 18 based on Na2O, 3 pulping temperatures 125, 145 and 165 Celsius, and 5 ratios of sodium sulfite to sodium hydroxide were studied. Secondly, pulping temperature was kept constant at 30 minutes. Soda pulps applying different active alkali of 12, 14, 16, 18 and constant pulping time and temperature of 15 minutes and 140 Celsius respectively were also made. Next, all cook were performed in a 4-liter rotating digester, Worms Wood and Paper Equipment Manufacturing Co. using 100 gram of corn stalk chips. Next, at the end of each cook, the content of the cylinder were discharged on a 200 mesh screen, and the cooked material was washed using hot water. The remaining liquor was separated using a 25 cm laboratory single disc refiner. Next, the pulp was screened using a set of 2 screens, a 14 mesh screen on top of 200 mesh screen. Lastly, material remained on the 14 mesh screen was considered as rejects, and the fibers that passed the 14 mesh screen and remained on the 200 mesh screen were considered as accepted pulp. As for the result, this is the table where you can refer the result. The performance of cornstalk in alkaline sulfite and soda pulping process varies considerably, and usually low yield is reached, even though it was possible to reach the total yield between lowest value of 42.5 and highest value of 61.9 by changing the pulping temperature and chemical charge. Achieving higher yield is difficult with this material. The highest total yield of soda pulp come from cornstalk was measured as 43.2%. Applying different sodium sulfite, sodium hydroxide ratios at either 14% or 16% active alkali was influential on total yield, and at a lower NaOH charge, the total yield and kappa number improved, which indicates the vulnerability of cornstalk towards alkaline chemicals. Thank you very much.